CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think right now.
Alright, Purple Nation, welcome back to another episode of Voice Box Where You Think, episode 48. And I know in a good mood for that one here, and at all, so just bear with me. It's all about Hurricane Melissa and the devastating effects where it left across the island, especially in St. Elizabeth and St. James, the western parishes. And it's all about, the resilience of human nature. And it's also about the complete opposite, how cowardly and how weak some people can be. I mean, most of them when the affected zone, them not gonna really see that episode still, because I know that without electricity. But just going on, I know say it rough now. We also are gonna deal with the conspiratorial aspect of it, where people are speculating many things for many different reasons. Sadly, at this time, to some people still stuck. It's money thing. Yeah, man. I make pay a fake video to get views and them thing there for the hurricane. I use AI to do a bag of thing. I make Babylon a control and so it can be a part of the machine of confusion. If you know me I talk about in depth, join me after this. So what about that Jamaica suffer bad? Politicians are beaten up bad from all sides. Them beating no go, them beating no come. I don't know why I run away foreign. I totally understand. But who telling us that the key to America they are Obeah man yard? When you go on a Obeah man go make them rubbing up with all manner of evil. Only two dons, man. Only two dons. Now follow big win, boy. A foreign man go. Remember me telling you how long for stir it up say if you are idiot at Jamaica, are the same idiot you carry that foreign. Yeah, brother, cause see him, so a girl munchie about she apply for visa and go on the people in farm. And when she see sex, instead of she put the F for female, she go talk about whole heap of time and that she right on the farm. Real enough, don't you? Couldn't agree more. And even if you don't, them willing to help you go right through the farm. So call Louis Law now, call the number up on the screen. So me understanding up like me understanding the situation. By all means runway. But not tell Louis Law say me say for runway cause they not support them something there. If you tell Louis Law, say me say for runway, me go deny it. Say thanks, vice back. Alright, do remember, say if you ship anything at all to the Caribbean, or even within the US, you have to use Next Shipping. You man log on to www.shipwithnext.com. Believe me, let me tell you this. No, I know one of them shipping company, they were them out deep in your barrel and them out of sardine. Your peanut butter, them safe. I remember, say it's a hassle-free service. Once you ship with them, whatever you ship, comes straight to your door. Or the people them door. Well, if you're not on the door, them ship door too. So thanks, Vice Box.
Are you okay?
No.
And children then. They are small children.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's been a lot.
It's really bad here. Really bad. When I hug my sister and see her crying with me and I'm walking through the water, it's really breaking me down.
As I'm saying, I'm not so mentally strong. You get? I'm still trying to represent for the community because we lose everything. A construction work we do from at 15 year old, I don't have nothing left. Oh, you see me now? I'm in this. I live out on my bag. The bag just one soul.
So tell us
what we need. Because I'm not going to talk for myself because a lot of people in a worse situation than me too. But what the community need is a little, if I need a little assurance from the representatives.
More also say big up to each and everyone who reach out to me in concern, you know, for my safety and if my good or if the family good. Yeah, big up each and every one of the item. Purple Nation to the fullest. Yeah, man. You see me? So, more say this is one of the wickedest thing me ever see in my life. This the footage of me I see coming like a war zone, man. How I tear out my heart is that, you know, when me looking at my native St. Elizabeth, it hard to deal with. Believe me, that thing will hurt more than more than you can imagine. And at this time, I just want to say to everyone who I face that pressure here right now, people will lose everything. People will lose even loved ones. You see me? It is, you know, it's a tough time, and it kind of hard to hear nothing but God will and prayer, and me kind of understand that to the fullest. However, nonetheless, it is true. I know it easy to talk from, you know, a place of, boy, you know, maybe me did that another part way. You know, my life, my property and them things, you know, hit so hard. You know, so to a person will lose everything, it's like me can't say anything in that regard. And this are true. It might feel, you know, because me cannot relate to being in the brunt of it. You see me? But one thing me can relate to a pain and pressure and wicked things happening, tragic things happening to people. When I have it, it's like it not an explanation. You can't see past it. You can't see meaning in it. You see me? I know it heavy. Me surely know say it heavy. And again, while it's not much comfort, I'm going to remind Jamaicans of who they are, some of the most resilient people on the planet without apology. This is who we are, and we got you whole heap of whip up, whole heap of devastation. From Gilbert come right back, and we overcome them. Whole heap of loss and damage, and we overcome them. And them that did great things can do them again, and we always overcome. Above all, you know, it's a nerve-wracking time. You have people abroad we can't get in touch with them loved ones. People on the ground we can't get in touch with them loved ones. That just be a disconnect because of the hurricane. And you know, it's a wicked place to be. The anxiety, you know, days you know hear from your brother, your sister, your cousin, your family, your friend them, and you don't know if them are alright. It's just not a good place to be. And with that said, me I go big up a youth named Jason Barnett from Westmoreland, a native of Westmoreland. Him have a thing when he's Starlink. Me don't know if I don't know how it work. You get me? I said no matter the devastation, the internet there, from the satellite still at work. So I'm drive around in a various community and I help people to pick up and film hotspot to get to them loved ones. So I can't say how I act like this mustn't go unseen. Yeah man, that a Jason Barnett. Big up yourself, brother. We also see Romish, the on the ground, I do some great things. Them things they're not new to Romish. We also see Shaggy and Sean Paul and them people, they are the whole heap of great things. Food for the poor, whole heap of people are joining hands and heart. Yeah man, and the Zion GAYNOR Foundation right at this point. We, you know, and Rebel 13 Foundation, that are me and my brother thing. We are come together, we have a GoFund, the link in the description where we are going to do all the part the same way for, you know, help recovery efforts, you know, not only that St. Elizabeth to St. James and them place there, you know, we are affected most by the hurricane. Yeah. Oh yeah, Good Vibes Jamaican Grill, as you know that know, me and them affiliated over the years, them also do a GoFundMe link also, I got in the description. Yeah man, so them is also a credible source of how, you know, to help these people because they need all of the help them can get. And I personally partner with them too. To make sure so you can contribute whatever you can to that GoFundMe. Also based on what you there. Understand? And bear in mind for those who contribute to any GoFundMe, you have to know. GoFundMe no charge no platform fee for individual fundraiser, but yeah, they have a transaction fee of 2.9% plus a 0.30 per donation for cover payment processing. And you can leave an optional tip for GoFundMe itself. And all of the aforementioned, the people I mentioned so far, are reputable people to contribute to. Because as sad as it sounds, in our time, we have to be careful because you have people out there who are scam right now and I take advantage of vulnerable people. You know what I'm saying? That's what them say wickedness can't done. You see me? And government can vex when a lot of people skeptical about the government one. In terms of if this thing are going to reach the people them because the reputation over the years. So this is not necessarily an Andrew Holness thing, it's a government thing and them reputation over the years. So at this time enough it take time out to reflect on how awful the reputation of governing in another country really is. So if you're skeptical, send it to the reputable people them who are going to make sure so people get the necessary help on the ground. And a whole heap of lesson, a whole heap of we are going to learn through this, or should I say learn one more time. Again, it always happen and then back to normal, but we learn a vital lesson at times like these. And it's that we get to see who we are at a basic level when everything take away. All title, all material, everything. Who are we? Just people who want to survive. No PNP, no JLP. None of them things. And some cousin when no deal for 30-40 years, he jump in a one house. I try ride out the storm. People ain't not deal it out long. You and them together I try to batten down and I try to make sure say we survive. Now so you go. Nobody no remember no ism and schism, feminism, this is ism, that the ism, no racism, just survivalism. Everybody just want to live. When it is all said and done. Look how everybody join hands and heart. And I try help one another. We know exactly what we do. But we not do it in times when we're safe. When we're alright. We know exactly what we do and how we live, you know. We should look on life itself like this, you know. But to our Babylon program way. Make we think say it's one above the other in times of safety. And when we're not safe, we see who we truly are and what we're capable of. Look how we come together. We see what's really important in a time like this. Most of we learn that only in times when everything get taken away. And we get to see what life truly requires we. Nobody in a PMP and JLP right now. Just Jamaican. That's all. The sad thing is always that when we recover from any kind of destruction, I just back to normal, back to safety. And then we safe again, same all over again. Tribalism and fight against. And sadly, I know everybody learned the lesson cause two things can happen. The first one I'm going to name out happened to the minority and the second one happened to a good majority. Either two things can happen in a disaster like this. Either we come out of it significantly change, significantly spiritual, have a deeper understanding of the meaning of life itself and the basic way we should live it. Or we come out worse than before, where we double down on the fake identity, this air of superiority, what we think we have. Worse if we have some kind of material or status or some kind of fame or we think put we above everybody else. Let me show know who me attack. Some idiot will get anxious and turn idiot in the face of a crisis. When if them did understand them basic self, some things are the least we adjust to. Look on this.
So why couldn't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across. Everything closed. Gas station, shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you gonna give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastry? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, man. And this are the weak, cowardly part of it when me that telling about. While some people resilient, adjust to certain situation and fight them way through, a good portion of people out there when I have the ability to do that because I'm handicapped. Babylon trick them so them free and somehow them status and them this and them that make them into somebody special. And under them circumstances them turn fool, but they can't admit it. Them turn idiot, them don't know what to do. And it come out in a cussing and stupid demands and acting like them above the rest when I really just fear and panic. You want to tell me, say, in the midst of a hurricane like this, down in a St. James will get one of the hardest hit. You don't notice what happened to the people. You don't notice say you have people who stay behind to serve on our stories. You don't notice the devastation. All you think about all the way how food is served and all kind of fun. Most people are some fucking Babylon children, literal fucking infants at any age. And then swear to God so them civilized. They're putting foods in bags and whatever the fuck can I say. And that's the biggest trouble. And that's the biggest issue in other situation they see hurricane and the devastation. Selfish pieces of shit. Who think say them are the smartest and them stricken with aboveness till them blind. And sadly them raise them pit in the same way and the fucking cycle continue. Every time somebody this stupid, them should have just drop down and dead. Them will just think before them talk if I saw life did run. I mean I question Almighty, make it or he make it. But I f***ing need that them here. And I can't stand people who can't hold them belly. Evelyn, big up yourself when I want them. I can't stand people who can't take hungry. Look how hungry drop in them ton, idiot. I can't stand them. No kind of discipline for hold it and just say, oh, this way I deal with and this way I figure adjust to. If I saw you stay, fuck you. Me not like you. I know you have case where people can't go hungry too long in cases of diabetes and other medical type of issue. And that me I talk about. Healthy, normal people where just can't hold them belly. Me can't take them. Same way me can't take people who can't take responsibility for the action. Same way, them two, me hate them two things. I know the next side to it where a consumer pay, forget something, and that is what them expect. Forget. Me know about that. But tell me something. Even in the case with something like this, me assume so you pay way before you come in advance, right? So if something like an act of God, like a hurricane just happen, you think so the hotel them call it and say come destroy your property and disrupt everything and fling everything into disarray and chaos? You think the hotel want that for them business? Something like that. You adjust. And then when everything is sorted out, you demand some type of refund or compensation. And in the case of them refusing to do that, at that point, me understand when you're pissed or get mad. I can't stand the average black American, to be honest. And you know what's sad? Black American are the benchmark where the world use and judge black people. Especially white people. And them toxic, spoil, entitled type of black people here. White people use and judge the whole entire group. When not everybody within the group stay so, but them just see black and not everybody does automatically stay so. Twin reality. A two different set of people here look upon, but they just judge them as one. Everybody black, so everybody are the same. And Evelyn, based on the reason I have this alright, this is a entitled witch. We don't care about nobody but ourselves. Because look on it, we all know so when there's a crisis, we make as human beings to adjust and adapt. Survival mode in some terrible situation. If somebody kidnap you, you behave so. When you're in the worst situation, you do the most extreme things to survive. And a food make you go answer. Where you pay for make you go and so you not see the devastation. Them people have a superiority complex. Them dead if you get served. Them save them penny and then little dimes to come down. Cause some of them live in a shithole up there, you know. And then nobody them are foreign, you know. But when them come at the place where them can get to exercise this power over those who less than them, you know, them eye, then do it. Everybody know how to go in a survival mode, even the spoilers among we. But them black Americans are different. Because them dead just to be superior. And them use every opportunity to show it. You're supposed to be treated like kings and queens. Yeah, man. Let say again, even the spoilers set of people amongst we. When it comes to some wicked situation, they know how to adjust and survive. Those who don't, choose not to. No consideration to them people that just lose all people that call them family much they and can't get them. And them still dead. I do them work for uno comfortable as best as them can. And you gotta be a bitch about it. And the sad part, at them kind of attitude yeah, most people celebrate as strength, you know. And this it mean for I don't take shit from no one. And the attitude that them celebrate, you know. No dare for that stupidity there, you know. When in reality a time and place for every fucking thing. Them not depend that. Enough people will complain about that them same, not in the comment section. But them same two woman, you know. And I cuss them too. No know say them make them stay so you know because you don't know what strength is different from weakness, you know. Them a coward, man. Them a clown. Every opportunity have to take. To show say puff chest because that's how it mean for strong. You know. Weak people are. Weak people who think them strong. And I can't see certain black people attitude. I know say if you never black, you don't like them either. And they behave like animal. You never say that yet. You're black and you already not like them. Just imagine the next ethnicity. How them look on them. And then the whole of it get covered under them stupid people their action. Alright, so talking about the wrong side of morality and genuine spirituality. Here's another somebody way. Whose ego make them rebel against humility, who make them have that sense of superiority. Somebody no different from the woman the way you say a rebel in that video a while ago. Somebody whose motive for talk is no different from them woman they neither. What me I talk about? Alright, see it there.
All Jamaican big up on yourself here. Me not pray for nobody at Jamaica. Me not ball for nobody. Family or stranger, it no matter. Me not interfere with the universe when it a work. When I been a go out with yourself down there. When I been a do all kind of folly. When I been a turn it in a one shit up state. Every girl want girl. Every man want man. We don't care about God, we don't do anything. We don't care about money. Money gone, TikTok, viral and views. Make us see how this is going to work out. If the Almighty want you live, you go live. If the universe want you gone, you go gone. Family or not. Me not pray for nobody. Gotta work.
Alright, so when I look on this in our video with Foota, is a man way totally bitter, just resentful against existence itself because he is very insecure. Foota do and set things every day for sure with that. We don't want to see that for them business. This man here is perhaps one of the biggest examples of binary thinking. You know, like that's something I talk about. It's either black or white, it's either up or down. So if you come out, come say Foota. So boy, you not pray for no Jamaican, no family member, no friend, nothing. Cause oh Almighty, when nature take it course and you not interrupt nature. So you go assume that nature believes that everybody at Jamaica is wicked and evil. Cause you're right, you know. People are indulging all of these wickedness. And we burn them thing there. Complete agreement with you. But you gotta assume that everybody in a Jamaica are the same thing. You gotta just make that blanket statement there. Wickedness of Jamaicans for just dead, anything happen to them. So what you want to say, Foota? You saw one track in your thinking. You believe, like whole heap of people, not just Foota. You believe, say, bad things not happen to good people. Because of that you are saying, no? So nothing bad never happened to you yet. Now recently you have what is assumed to be a stroke. Well, lean one side of your face. A good something that. So if you assume, say you're wicked then. If you assume, say the universe will punish you then, Foota, because that's not a good something. And we have, there must be a stroke. I say that again, it's an assumption. It can be Bell's palsy or Ramsey Hunt syndrome. All of them things they can lead to paralysis of the face. Or should I say paralysis of the muscles on one side of the face. So, who make this happen to you? Because you're evil. And you survive it. It's obvious. So what, God dep on your side? And the devil dep on other people's side? Who survived the hurricane? You know, same, so you have people who say, I must something me do, make Zion dead, man. You know, so wicked people survive that thing too. And how much of them are scam people are foreign about hurricane relief? You know, so the woman where say gunman come rob. She and her husband have what them already not have. A good people them there. You're too simple-minded, brother. Brother, look around you. Look around you good. Look what happened to the people them. In the western side of the island, look what happened to them. And this year, say for happen. To your fellow Jamaicans, bro. And this you wish for them. So at this, morality all about. For reach a part where you good and everybody else evil. So them for dead, but you for live. Godliness make you alive, right? So you feel say only wicked people, displaced, homeless, hungry. At a point, yeah. Think before you answer, you know. You sound like a fucking idiot, brother. You're one of the worst poison me ever hear utter a word out of their mouth, you know. Righteousness come with compassion, equal to condemnation. You condemn certain behavior, but you have a hope. So when you condemn, change. Who want continue upon them fucked up part can continue upon it, but you have to have that within you. The hope there. So whatever you show them take heed. And if them not take heed, I feel them business done. But you speak from a place of total arrogance, God complex. You're fucking fool youth. You're a clown. You're one of the biggest idiot on the internet. You don't know how people listen to you. Well, I know people listen to you. Because most of them are idiot, just like you. So the idiot are gonna follow her. Bro, return them and return to who you used to be before all I fuck her, brother. If good people don't need evil people to pray for them. Because we know if no prayer go. No good intention there night. He's a terrible person, youth. And you need to rein yourself in before it's too late. He's a clown. You can't say one judgment on Jamaica and a hope for them destruction because you want to be right about what you say. You want to be right. And you'd wish the whole world mash up to prove you're right. You're one of them people where they all saying, come back for match. You will burn down the whole world if you're going to be king of the ashes. And you burn people who do things for like and share and comments. And you do the same thing. A whole heap of things you do for shock value, for keep yourself in a people's mind and keep your name in their mouth. Weak. Piece of fucking coward. Brother, the good and the bad in a one boat, and you want the boat to sink and kill the good just because you want to say you're right about the bad. You're pussy for that, bro. A brother always a put him foot in his mouth in a one way or the other. Ever so often. Hey boy, God have a sense of humor, you know. You have to remember that, you know. I hope all of that suffering, you know, where you wish for everybody else, now come back upon you in a youth. You know that. Remember that, you know. You're going to have a time when your sister is nothing but a man, you know. Flawed, just like everybody else, you know. And you're going to need prayer, you know. And at the same people, them you're going to ask for the prayer they are needed from. Careful. Idiot boy. Remember you have picnic where you wish for other people might bounce right back on them. Careful. Alright, so what about the item are sending concerns about this category 5 hurricane and its origin, where it come from, and how it is very uncharacteristic of a natural hurricane. And you understand? And how, you know, it had lightning and thunder and, you know, among other things. You get to me? I say, boy, I say, you know, the bird them couldn't feel it, so the bird them not even fly away, and all kind of thing we are here regarding this thing. Yes, we know about the past, we know about weather modification. That is definitely something where, you know, these governments and them dark forces there work on under style in a secret. We know about that HARP and all of the, you know, the whole thing where them can use make earthquake and natural disaster to determine the outcome of a particular country. You know, for some political advantage. I hear them do it. I feel just like almost I don't feel. Like it cannot be a coincidence after the Prime Minister come announce, say I'm going to turn St. Elizabeth in a third city. This happened. But we are going to speculate. Say boy, because of this 2030 agenda, which was way before the hurricane, where they have to go do the smart city thing, a smart surveillance city, we have to have the digital idea, so the digital idea go roll out. I mean, no, say it is common sense to ask yourself, say, how them did all get to turn it in a smart city if them never have to move some people out of the way and take them land and do a bag of thing in order to create the city there. So definitely control demolition through you know what I mean, a storm or an act of nature where them have control of would be the perfect solution to that problem there, where would have in them way. Yeah, we know that make complete sense. Because I'm an open-minded individual. It makes sense. However, here is where I'm indifferent. Because me really knowing myself, personally, say, no, because something logical. You can think of a certain thing, and it is logical. Means say, it is true under a particular circumstance. Hear me, you know? A whole heap of time, we see things in our own life. We make sense and we put something in our mind and we're not right, you know. For example, bun is a very real thing. But I know every time we speculate, say, that a go on. So yeah, weather modification and weaponization. Real, me know that for years. But the situation, sometimes we are trying to assign it to, we have to think deeper before we determine if a data happen in a situation. It takes wholly more work to determine what is true, and most people don't do that work. None at all. So may I say it false? No. I remember what happened during the Big C. When people figure out certain things and did I tell them, and them I say nothing go so, and then years later, credible news, factual news tell we say we right all along. I remember all of that, so we just I say, even though I lean more towards the side where this thing really happen, I just I say think deeper and think for yourself. No copy and paste what no man say. Because factually, hurricane, all of them, as a matter of fact, them say most of them don't come with lightning and thunder. Of course we not trust Babylon. Of course Babylon do all kind of great. over the years and them capable of a whole heap of things. So me not debunk or dispel on the feelings and the concern, but just dig deeper because there is not no hard evidence here. So say that happy I go on. Sadly, all habits die hard though. Everybody just want to show them smart enough to figure out the problem. And that is the problem within itself. Because everybody are bald, so oh, them not nothing with no digital ID and them not take no mark and no beast and all kind of thing, which I totally agree. But that in your conscious, safe state. Because you're not programmed to live without Babylon. And of course, Babylon cannot force you to take it. Because it is true. They can't force you to take it and push it on you, but the things where you can't live without, and them control it. The companies will provide certain things where you can't live without. Government are going to put rules for them business or ensure that them make you take it before you can do business with them. You see where this go? You can't say enough of them type of natural disaster here. Bring you back to basic and make we see how we did meant to function. Most of we can't function at a basic level. We don't know how to function without dependence on Babylon. So what we are going to end up back most of we. Babylon take we have a nature make we depend on them and call it civilization. Of course you're going to believe now when you have a tyrannical situation where them force you if you do nothing. We are going to believe, so we against it. But our psychology have a problem. And the mindset, the identity and the way of life we are addicted to. We can't say anything now. But what then? Most of our crowd go back to them because we're handicapped. We can't do nothing for ourselves. We don't know our basic self. Every cataclysm and every disaster show that in the aftermath. How people literally turn animal to survive. Because they can't have the confidence in those times. Because they don't know their basic self. A straight survival mode and panic just amplified to another level. Because I saw them being a live in a Babylon too. No clarity, no confidence, no surety and none. It just worse in our time when a disaster hit. And before me clock out, I just want to tell each and everybody affected right now. So I know say it look like a total darkness, but we are Jamaican. We always overcome, we always rise above with circumstances. You understand? My wish for everyone I know is that you know on the side where it become a greater spiritual experience. And take on the right place, a rightful place in this life. And live from the basic where humans are meant to live. And continue. Adapt me think.
CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think right now.